What if I told you that the sharp leg cramps waking you up in the middle of the night aren't just a sign of aging, but a cry for help from your body? As a doctor who has spent more than 20 years studying muscle health and nutrition in older adults, I can tell you confidently that these painful episodes are not random, and they're certainly not something you simply have to live with as you grow older. In fact, they are often a reflection of nutritional deficiencies, poor circulation, and imbalances in nerve signaling that can be corrected with the right approach, starting with what you eat. In this video, I'll show you 6 everyday foods that have been scientifically proven to reduce leg cramps, improve circulation, and help your muscles relax naturally. These foods don't come from expensive supplements or fancy products. They're simple, accessible, and in many cases, already sitting in your kitchen. But here's what might surprise you. While some of these foods are probably familiar, number 6 is so effective that even medical professionals are stunned by what it can do for chronic muscle spasms. And there's something else. Stay with me until the end of the video because I'll reveal one evening dietary habit that most people overlook. It takes less than a minute to implement, but it could completely transform your nighttime comfort if you struggle with cramps. Before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? Let's build a global community of health-conscious individuals supporting one another. And if you're someone who believes in simple, science-backed health solutions, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us here at Wellness Simplified, where we turn everyday foods into powerful medicine. Banana. Let's begin with one of the most well-known and accessible muscle-supporting foods, bananas. This fruit is more than just a convenient snack, it's an electrolyte powerhouse. Bananas are rich in potassium, a mineral that plays a crucial role in muscle contraction and relaxation. When your potassium levels drop, often due to dehydration, diuretic medications, or poor dietary intake, your muscle fibers become more excitable and prone to spasms. But here's the nuance many people miss. Potassium doesn't work in isolation. For your body to use potassium effectively, it needs adequate levels of magnesium and vitamin B6. These nutrients act like cofactors, helping potassium enter muscle cells and do its job. A clinical study published in the Journal of Clinical Neurology found that elderly adults suffering from nocturnal leg cramps often had subclinical deficiencies in magnesium, even when potassium intake was sufficient. That's why bananas are most effective when consumed alongside magnesium-rich foods like almonds or plain Greek yogurt. For best results, I recommend eating a medium-sized banana about 30 to 45 minutes before bedtime. This timing allows the nutrients to be absorbed into the bloodstream and support overnight muscle stability. If you have concerns about blood sugar, choose firmer, slightly green bananas, which have a lower glycemic load compared to fully ripe ones. And remember, hydration matters too. A banana alone won't prevent cramps if you're also mildly dehydrated, which is common among older adults. Avocado. Now let's talk about avocados, an often underrated but remarkably powerful food for muscle and nerve health. Most people associate avocados with healthy fats, which is true. But from a clinical perspective, what makes avocados particularly valuable for older adults is their combined content of potassium, magnesium, and monounsaturated fats, all 3 of which play a vital role in preventing leg cramps. In fact, per gram, avocados contain even more potassium than bananas. But unlike bananas, they're virtually free of sugar and rich in healthy fats that help stabilize blood glucose levels. This matters because fluctuations in blood sugar, especially sharp nighttime drops, can disrupt nerve signaling and increase the risk of muscle spasms. Several studies, including one published in Nutrients, 2020, have linked stable glycemic control with improved neuromuscular function and reduced incidence of cramps in older populations. Magnesium, abundantly present in avocados, functions as a natural calcium regulator within muscle tissue. It prevents overstimulation of muscle fibers, allowing them to remain relaxed instead of locking up during rest. The monounsaturated fats in avocado also enhance the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D, which supports nerve health and muscular function. For practical use, I recommend incorporating about half an avocado into your daily meals. You can mash it on whole grain toast, slice it into salads, or blend it into smoothies. However, because avocados are calorie-dense, Portion control is essential, especially for individuals managing weight or insulin resistance. But when consumed wisely, this creamy fruit becomes a powerful, natural defense against nightly leg cramps. Pumpkin seeds. While avocados work wonderfully to nourish your muscles and regulate blood sugar, they are just one part of the solution. To truly stop leg cramps at their source, we need to go deeper, to the nervous system itself. This brings us to one of the most overlooked yet incredibly effective foods in this entire conversation: pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are a nutritional powerhouse when it comes to calming overactive nerves and supporting neuromuscular stability. They're extremely rich in magnesium, one of the most important minerals for older adults. Magnesium helps regulate how nerves fire and how muscles respond to those signals. When magnesium is low, nerve cells can misfire, sending confusing messages to your muscles and triggering painful spasms. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that even a moderate magnesium deficiency significantly increases the likelihood of nocturnal cramps in adults over 60. But pumpkin seeds don't stop at magnesium. They're also a great source of zinc, a mineral that influences the production of dopamine, a neurotransmitter that helps regulate nerve signaling. Low dopamine levels have been associated with increased nerve irritability and cramping, particularly in older adults or individuals with disrupted sleep cycles. And there's more. Pumpkin seeds contain tryptophan, an amino acid that your body uses to produce serotonin and melatonin. These are the hormones that not only help you sleep deeply but also support muscle relaxation during rest. If you find that your cramps get worse on nights when you sleep poorly, this may be the missing link. I often recommend that my patients eat a small handful of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds about 1 hour before bed. This gives your body time to absorb the magnesium and activate the calming effects before sleep. Roasted and salted varieties may taste better, but the extra sodium could actually make cramps worse by promoting dehydration. So go natural, and let these tiny seeds become your nighttime muscle relaxant. Salmon and sardines. So far, we've explored foods that help regulate nerve activity and balance electrolytes, like bananas, avocados, and pumpkin seeds. But preventing leg cramps isn't only about calming nerves or restoring minerals. We also need to consider the muscle tissue itself, because every cramp, especially those sharp, nighttime ones, causes microscopic muscle damage. And if that damage isn't properly repaired, it leads to weakness, inflammation, and a vicious cycle of recurring cramps. This is where fatty fish like salmon and sardines become absolutely essential. These two types of fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that help reduce muscle soreness, repair tissue, and improve circulation. Good blood flow is critical for delivering oxygen and nutrients to muscle fibers, which not only speeds recovery but also reduces cramp intensity over time. But there's more. Salmon and sardines are also excellent sources of vitamin D, which supports nerve function and muscular strength. According to a study published in the Journal of Endocrinology and Metabolism, older adults with low vitamin D levels were significantly more likely to experience muscle pain, spasms, and weakness. If you're not getting regular sun exposure, your vitamin D levels may be silently low, even if your blood work appears normal. Sardines in particular offer a unique advantage. They're one of the best natural sources of bioavailable calcium because their tiny, soft bones are consumed whole. Calcium, as you may know, is critical for proper muscle contraction. When calcium levels drop too low, muscles can seize up or spasm uncontrollably. I advise eating fatty fish like salmon or sardines 2 to 3 times a week. Grilled salmon with herbs or sardines added to whole grain crackers or salad can be both therapeutic and delicious. If you're not a fan of the taste, a splash of lemon juice or mustard can help mellow the flavor while still giving your muscles the support they need. Yogurt. While salmon and sardines help repair muscle fibers and reduce inflammation, there's another key player that often gets overlooked when it comes to preventing cramps: your gut. That's right. Healthy digestion may seem unrelated to muscle function at first, but the truth is, your gut controls how well your body absorbs the very nutrients your muscles depend on to stay relaxed and resilient. This is where yogurt, especially plain Greek yogurt, becomes incredibly important. Yogurt is packed with probiotics, beneficial bacteria that support the balance of your gut microbiome. When your digestive system is in good health, it becomes far more efficient at absorbing key minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium. These minerals are essential for proper nerve conduction and muscle contraction. Without healthy absorption, even the best diet may leave your muscles undernourished. But the benefits don't stop there. Yogurt is also an excellent source of calcium, a mineral that helps regulate muscle contraction and relaxation. A deficiency in calcium can lead to involuntary spasms and cramps. What's more, the probiotics in yogurt may help reduce low-grade systemic inflammation, a common contributor to nighttime muscle tightness in older adults. Clinical trials have even shown that individuals with more diverse gut flora report fewer musculoskeletal symptoms, including muscle stiffness and tension. I often recommend a daily serving of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt to my patients. It can be eaten alone, mixed with berries, or added to a smoothie. Just be cautious with flavored yogurts, which often contain added sugars that may increase inflammation or disrupt gut balance. If you're looking for a simple, practical way to support both your digestion and muscle health, adding yogurt to your daily routine might be one of the easiest, most effective steps you can take. If yogurt supports nutrient absorption from the inside, then almonds serve as the perfect companion by delivering those nutrients directly to your muscles in a highly usable form. Don't let their small size fool you. Almonds are one of nature's most concentrated sources of magnesium, the very mineral that helps relax muscle fibers and calm overactive nerve signals. Magnesium plays a central role in neuromuscular communication. It regulates the movement of calcium and potassium across cell membranes, ensuring that muscles contract and release properly. When magnesium levels are low, nerve impulses become erratic, and muscles may seize or cramp without warning. In fact, research from the National Institutes of Health consistently lists magnesium deficiency as a leading cause of muscle cramps in older adults. But almonds bring more than just magnesium. They also provide vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that helps reduce inflammation in muscle tissue. Chronic, low-level inflammation can make muscles more prone to spasms, especially at night. The healthy fats in almonds, primarily monounsaturated fats, enhance the absorption of both vitamin E and magnesium, creating a synergistic effect that improves overall muscle function. Best of all, almonds are incredibly easy to incorporate into your routine. I typically recommend 10 to 15 raw, unsalted almonds per day. You can snack on them in the afternoon, toss them into oatmeal or salad, or blend them into smoothies. Just be cautious not to overconsume, as almonds are calorie-dense. But when eaten in moderation, they offer a clean, plant-based way to support muscle health without the need for supplements. From potassium-rich bananas to magnesium-packed almonds, you now hold in your hands a complete nutritional toolkit to fight off those frustrating nighttime leg cramps. But remember, this isn't about chasing quick fixes or relying on pills. It's about giving your body what it truly needs to function the way it was designed to. These 6 foods don't just target the symptom, they nourish your muscles, support your circulation, and help your nervous system find balance. When you begin integrating them into your daily life, even in simple ways, you may start noticing deeper sleep, fewer spasms, and a sense of calm returning to your evenings. This is how healing should feel: natural, sustainable, and rooted in nourishment, not medication. So say goodbye to sleepless nights and those painful spasms that interrupt your rest. Your body is waiting to thank you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Which of these foods worked best for you? And what other questions do you have about muscle health or nighttime cramps? I read every comment, and I'd love to help. In our next video, we'll go even deeper into natural, research-based strategies to help your body stay strong, limber, and pain-free. Until then, stay healthy, stay strong, and I'll see you next time.